Can somebody tell me how finding material works? Cause I searched for quite a while for some bad High Garden Spice videos and found nothing, just for this to pop up a week later. Anyways, the target of this video is One Lily Orchard. Lily primarily focuses on Western animation, with the comedic series known as In a Minute, and the subject of this video, Glass of Water, a more analytical series that discusses a variety of stuff. Also, she's not very well liked, but The glass of water that I'll be discussing is titled Deus Sol. In a nutshell, she talks about the outrage that shows like Thundercats Roar and She-Ra got it and why it was dumb. Now, you probably already know where this is going. Lily talks about High Garden Spice and it was really bad. So let's stop wasting your time and start this mess.
Concepts and an admission that their staff meets a bare minimum standard of professionalism. But that didn't stop the tears! You see, if Western cartoon fandom has a man-child problem, Japanese cartoons are almost entirely surviving off their man-child problem. And this announcement was met with a torrent of sobbing and whining from people who think Crunchyroll is breaking their promise that the subscription fee is going to support the anime industry and tacitly ignoring that Crunchyroll has investors, sponsorships, and a parent company that they get additional funding from.
Hey Lily, if those videos you showed were supposed to be examples of people mad that their money wasn't going to the anime industry, then why aren't any of them actually mad at that? Let's run through all of them, shall we? Deidre's mad that his money was going to Crunchyroll in general, due to the various issues their site has. Black Critic Guy cited Deidre's video as why he was mad that his money was going to Crunchyroll. Lost Paws wasn't even mad. He said other people would be mad, but not him specifically, and Manga Comment stated that he doesn't like Crunchyroll, so it wouldn't be too far off to assume he doesn't even have an account to get the money. Lily, how did you fail this badly? Then again, Lily getting major things wrong with the video she brings up totally won't be a reoccurring issue. Now before someone yells about it, yes, these people not getting mad doesn't mean nobody got mad. But as a counter, these are supposed to be examples of the type of people Lily is talking about. Keyword being examples. If they aren't doing the things Lily says they are, it makes it very hard to believe that anybody is actually saying this, or at the very least, Lily is making a small group of people look way bigger than they actually are.
They also failed to grasp that an original series that doesn't carry the stink of most Japanese cartoons will likely bring in new subscribers, and thus provide more funding to keep shoveling more crappy softcore porn into the weebs' faces. There's a handful of other complaints, but they all come back to the same thing. People are angry that Crunchyroll is making an original series, and if these videos are anything to go by, they wouldn't be anywhere near as furious that the creators hadn't mentioned the dreaded D and R words, and oh my god, someone has short pink hair! I'm not exactly why the cyber Nazis hate women with short, brightly colored hair, but it's probably for stupid reasons.
Wow, Lily, this is actually pretty messed up. The way you presented their points, that is. Well, I can't speak for Nerd Rage, because there is no way I'm watching a 3-hour video. For Lost Pause and Manga Comment, you also have some pretty important context. They were mad, and I use that term very lightly, at the creators mentioning diversity and representation due to how the diversity aspect was a lie. Don't believe me because you're being reasonably cautious thanks to a certain someone? Well, here's proof.
100% female? Wait, you're saying that you're diverse? Something just don't add up here. I'm just gonna come out and say it. You cannot fight a diversity problem with the second side of the diverse people, okay? It doesn't work like that. 100% female is exactly the same as 100% male. Zero difference, no diversity. The definition of diverse is varying elements, but neither of those have varying elements. There is nothing diverse about it.
However, that's where my praise sort of ends, since this announcement of egotism decided to pull one of the worst moves that any show could do. Brag about the women of their staff in the video, claiming...
We are 50% female in all the creative roles, and our writer's room is 100% female.
Oh wait, you're serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Yeah, you know, that's not really the best thing to focus on, especially with a show. Not only because that doesn't even tell me about the quality of the show, but also gives me flashbacks to this.
And it's the first animated show in the history of the world to feature a transgender actress in a lead role.
Whoa, you're trans? You didn't know?
Come on, we didn't like these scenes the first time!
Yeah, Gen Z. And remember that train wreck? Whenever you tote gender or something like that as a key selling point to your show, I'm not surprised that people are talking about this and already coming to the conclusion that the show has a political agenda.
Hey, anybody noticing a distinct lack of those two, according to good old Lily here, being angry that the trailer mentioned the dreaded D word? I wonder why that is. Also love that you compared them to Nazis for freaking out about the girl with the pink hair, despite Mangakon being the only one who said something about her specifically, and all he did was bring up some stuff she did in the past, and you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
A minute ago, most of the staff has a very wide pedigree with Star vs. the Forces of Evil, Rugrats, The Simpsons, Animaniacs, Adventure Time, and Equestria Girl in their writers' resumes.
Well, I guess according to your logic, you're a Nazi. Actually, that explains how despite your video having 600 plus comments, I can still reach it in like 10 seconds, and I got some pretty stubby fingers.
The nadir of this whole shit show is Digibro, a former MLP YouTuber turned creepy anime cave dweller, who was last seen expressing disappointment that Patreon banned incest, bestiality, and child pornography. Digibro was a verbose and empty-headed dipshit back when he was doing MLP videos, and that hasn't changed. He's just switched to a medium with a considerably lower barrier to entry and a higher tolerance for stupid bullshit. Digibro has derided High Guardian Spice as Tumblr the anime, which is especially telling that it's entirely due to the creators saying the word diversity in their announcement that set him off, and all the other complaints are fished out of a hat to sound less reactionary than it actually is.
Lily, stop taking the context out of people's statements. Though, I guess in this case it's more of a rearrangement. First, let's go over the reason Digi called the show Tumblr the anime. According to Lily, it's entirely because the staff mentioned the word diversity. That's wrong for two reasons. First, Digi didn't like the show calling itself diverse for the same reason Lost Spawn's manga comment didn't like it. It wasn't actually diverse. The second reason was, you know what? Let's have him explain it.
And an American animation production so blatantly pandering to Western trends that to even consider it anime inspired is kind of a laugh. I know literally everyone and their grandma has pointed this out already, by the way, but bragging about having a diverse staff and then also about having a writer's room entirely composed of similar looking white women makes the opposite of sense.
Oh, wait, did I have him prove my last reason too? Whoops, would you look at that? Lily somehow managed to miss the point of why people didn't like the staff calling itself diverse for like the 50th time. Though this time it's worse, as you managed to mess up your own strawman version of why Digi called the show Tumblr the anime. Though, if I could ask an unrelated question real quick, Lily seems to constantly strawman everyone's complaints, and I wonder why that is.
You see, unlike Thundercat's Roar, High Guardian Spice was just announced with no other material. It's impossible to know what the quality of the show is going to be, or what the content is going to be. But to the knee-jerk crybabies who make up something like 90% of the fans of Japanese cartoons, they just heard the word diversity and just got sent into a torrent of absolutely inconsolable bawling. Even if High Guardian Spice did turn out to be super progressive, that wouldn't justify the pathetic shrieking of these sad sacks of shit because their thin-skinned tantrums about the increasing visibility of women, minorities, and LGBT is an obsolete value and they need to fuck off from civilized society forever. You know, more than they already have done. The fact that they're so fucking angry about this is a good thing because fuck those assholes with a wire brush.
Oh, that's why. You want to make the entire anime community look like bigots. Well, in that case, Lily, you're a lying hack. You knew that people, or at least a large majority of them, weren't mad at the show for any of the reasons you brought up. But instead of doing something that any person with more than one brain cell would do, get rid of or change the segment, Lily would rather take the lazy way out and just strawman the argument. I think the worst and particularly slimy part of this is the way Lily presents her arguments. Look at how she covers Digi's video, taking a remark and putting it in such a context that it makes Digi look like a complete lunatic. She was well aware of what she was doing, probably confident that she wouldn't get caught, but Lily forgot that she showed the thumbnails for all the videos he showed, basically giving anybody who was slightly curious about any of them the means to expose her. Wouldn't surprise me if there are even more parts where Lily blatantly lies about what people were saying in a poor attempt to prove her point that people can't have legitimate criticisms of shows before they're out. Actually, wouldn't the fact that Lily had to lie to make it seem as if people had no real reason to dislike High Guardian Spice prove that her point was wrong, or at the very least, lacks so much nuance that it hurts? Well, that was essentially the final thoughts. Unless there's any more stupid things Lily says.
I don't buy the excuse that they're just upset that it's not a genuine Japanese cartoon because most of these deranged fuckers like Ruby, and that's made by Americans as well. And Ruby is even on Crunchyroll. You're not fooling anyone, you stupid sacks of shit.
Oh, hey, there is. Yes, because anime fans considering the one Western-made show to be anime means they'll accept any and all shows that try to be anime as anime. Right. You bring up Ruby, and only Ruby makes this point seem way less of a take that as you hope it is. If anything, this makes it seem as if Ruby was the exception and not the rule. And Lily didn't say anything else dumb, or at least anything that wouldn't cause me to sound like a broken record, so I got this final thoughts time. Yeah, what do I say? Oh, Lily called anime Japanese cartoons instead of anime, and that's dumb. Like, just call it anime. You don't sound any smarter by calling it that, Lily. Like, God, I bet you call Salt Sun and Claude, you frickin' idiot.